The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7. Burrow. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Burrow will throw. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
To the air again, Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Again, it's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Now Herbert to start the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First carry now for David Montgomery. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now it's Fields. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Now Herbert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 17, Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Isaiah Likely from 17 yards out. And the Bears have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 8-3 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And again, that's Hurst. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go. Hey,
They'll give it to Mixon. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Burrow looking to pass. It fights him off. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals have regained the lead. And down near the goal line here, They're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he puts it through. It's a 10-8 game now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth. But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On first down, it's Fields. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
A play fake, now Fields to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Odell Beckham from 3 yards out as they have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead moves to 15-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Here we go.
Second and 5 now. Burrow, he's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. From midfield now, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. The Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second down and goal. Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Third and goal. Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And McPherson on for the extra point. It's good, and the lead moves now to 2. It's 17-15. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On first down, Fields. Not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
To throw again on second down. Fields. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a first down throw. Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears have yet again retaken the lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
On the move to his left. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Burrow. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow able to get away. Now Burrow loses the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
All right, partner, this is where I get to show my age. Because I remember when the strip sack kind of came into vogue, where defenders were taught not just to make the tackle, but do that little extra, try and jostle the arm of the runner and knock it free. And that's what we just saw there.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. throwing the fumble recovery. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Isaiah Likely. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat. And there he is again already, his second touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end. And now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Yo. What's the words, man? How you feeling? I was G. That gun ain't mine. Wonderful. It ain't mine.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because
What's up, bro?
you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it
Whoa.
or get a timeout called if you have one.
Joseph Osai there on the stop.
There you go, catch ball.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still
I
have the lead.
don't. What are you talking about, bro?
About that. If they could actually get production
I
from
said, what's up?
that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Relax.
Throwing on second and long. Fields sliding out of the pocket. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And they work this well upfield across the
Bro, you call our name. I got on this bitch and said, yo, what up?
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown. Odell Beckham with his third touchdown.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. We smoked on Friday.
The Bears will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Yeah, right.
Because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is
I didn't know you supposed to fish like that, huh?
And they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about
I definitely came in here and we talked about the future concert. Nah, you saw how ratchet it was and was like, damn.
He's gonna have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The drive there spanning 3 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception.
The sweet cool. Like I said, man, I prefer to be with the people. You feel me? No, you don't feel me.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
They fucking blocking the fuck out for Joe Burrow, man.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34.
Yeah, my Super Bowl.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield field first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
You're definitely right, though. I remember.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Inside handoff to Mixon.
Ball. Let's go.
By the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Damn, they gonna say he was down.
In college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either.
Crazy, Odell going nuts.
Both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
What we get? Who got the ball? Oh.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Burrow going to fake to mix it, and now
that's in there. Damn, bro.
He threw it there, and that would
Let's
face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. It's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him.
My boy Pook
those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Well, now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
Mixing up the middle.
What's them now? We hate niggas, bro.
He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough.
Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense
is
sputtering.
That's a good motherfucking exactly right. Sack, bro. Quickly. Who?
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's taken to the 26. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general
manager I heard.
And say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but
and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Getting into him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Ooh.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Wow.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
From the gun, here's Fields. Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields.
So
His man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Chase Claypool.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. And you name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Hell yeah.
So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Good D, guys.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
3rd quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now it's Burrow.
Let's go.
That's going to wind
Wow.
up nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Some applause for the defense there.
I knew they weren't going to keep it up.
And just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
These niggas came out.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 33.
Oh, we gone. Damn.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards.
Who the fuck is that?
Come the offense as they take over. Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Let's go.
People have big games as well.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. Out to his left, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Fields steps away. Catch is made by Harry. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Herbert.
Let's go, Herbs.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he is out of bounds here. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On 2nd and goal. Fields to the end zone, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy 1st.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To Mixon on the check down.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And Burrow going to throw again.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Burrow.
Never.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow will throw.
That's good shit,
is
guys.
incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again.
Good shit.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll set up to throw.
Oh, he'll let one go.
Oh my God, I just tweaked.
And that is caught.
Fuck.
And they're going to see this one to the end.
I just tweaked so hard.
Exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
Damn.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Fields on first down.
Damn.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Fields.
Wow.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Fields.
Wow.
Picked by Logan
That's
Wilson.
crazy.
The Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
They really let that nigga pick me off like that.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback in a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
He said they finally got me.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd.
Wow.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
1st down. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow.
Wow.
Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
This is so
It seemed
amazing.
like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop him from all angles. This time the tight end gets him.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On play action, Fields. Buying time to his left.
Wow.
He's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A final shot now for Burrow. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And the Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions.
Mm-hmm.
For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
Let me rock with you like that, bro. Mm-hmm.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Mm-hmm. Six. Dang. look out. What's up, brother? Hmm?